What's up, Charles? I mean, everybody. It's WarDRobe here. We got a little McMurray action. Got a little Jeffy Hexy action. Usual suspects.
Evening.
We are just here I'm just here playing, getting ready to. I'm going to be teaching Brian, different Brian, not the Brian what's often on here, in Canada, about this game, Crete. So I'm just kind of refreshing my memory on some stuff on it. And I thought, well, why not go live?
You're teaching Brian Jarvis, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I was trying not to out him, but that's cool.
I thought that was a lot. I'm sorry. Restart it.
All right. Take two. Hey, everybody. WarDRobe here with McMurray. Hey, Charles and Steve. Welcome. Looks like you're all watching from the Hexy channels. That's good to know. Hexy always streams my live streams, and he gets more views and more likes. It's fantastic. But I'll do anything for my friends. Help them out. No, but it's cool. I'm glad you guys are all here. I'm playing GTS Crete here. Just getting ready to teach Brian from Canada. Beep. Hexy and McMurray on here just to talk while I'm reading rules, which will be most of the time. And McMurray, what are you working on? What are you doing? Playing. What are you doing?
McMurray I'm currently down in the basement, it's cold down here, man. Anyways, I'm down here priming up some more miniatures, man. It is miniature painting challenge season. We're a week into the Analog Hobbies Painting Challenge, and we are one day into Mini Warmutt's first annual Pro-Am Invitational semi-professional Race for the Cure Hex to Hex benefit annual paint challenge.
I knew that was coming.
So
go watch Mini Warmutt's Paint John's videos and donate $1 for Hexy.
Yeah. We're fixing to buy him his next prescription.
Your blanket.
But anyway, so yeah. Oh yeah, Race for the Cure. I don't know if I had that one in there. But so anyways, we're rolling up on that. And so like I said, I'm just priming some more figures up. It's an interesting time of year, right? Because I've got just it seems like in 2023 I spent easily half of 6, if not more, of the months out of the year involved in some sort of painting challenge or hobby challenge or something. And I'm kind of very, very quickly working my way through either all of my A primed miniatures or B easily primable miniatures, right?
Okay.
Which is not a bad thing at all, period. It does make me love one-piece metal sculpts a little bit more every time I do it, because they are truly delightful and the easiest to work with, the easiest to deal with. I love them. But yeah, so we're rolling right on through,
Yeah.
So I'm priming up some World War I, World War II sky pirate looking German guys. I don't know. I got them at Recruits for like $10 for like 30 of them. And they should be a relatively cool kind of one-off. I don't have a bunch of them. This is 100% all of them that I've got. So I should be able to just take a cool little chunk of time here, get them primed, get them painted, and they'll be a cool, like I said, just a one-off. There we go, done. Kind of breather between other projects,
Yep.
So looking forward to that. I'm going to mute for a second because I got to shake this spray can, and that is, I know, incredibly annoying. Excuse me, incredibly annoying while we're live. So
Cool.
I will be unmuted in approximately 1 minute.
GGB, happy new GG to you as well.
The barrel of gunnage.
The barrel gunnage, dude. So Brian, I'm here kind of learning this up so I'll be nice and prepped for you here in a couple of days. Yeah, it came on here. Like again, if you want some hot Napoleonic action, go over to Eric's Napoleonics table. It's in the description, a link to it. And if you're watching on my channel, if you're watching on Hexy, it's too bad. Come on over to mine and get that link if you want to go watch some good Napoleonics play, good narration, good voice. Just everything.
What's wrong with my voice?
So what are you doing besides sitting there? Working on a little Russian front, I guess?
What's wrong with my voice? No, nope, just watching you. I done my Russian front stuff for today. I just finished posting the first video on it, so. And now I'm going to sit here and do nothing and ponder my first day back to work tomorrow in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's quite a spell there. This guy machine gun firing on him with a 2.
Well, you should make yourself embiggened so people can see what you're doing.
Hey, Todd, are you playing? I know you're on Crete. What chunk of Crete are you dealing with? You doing the German invasion of Crete or what?
Yeah, this is a less than 1 day scenario. Rhythmon and Rhythmon, the city and the airport. It's just it's them landing and going up against some just landing and trying to take over the airport and the town.
Nice.
And you got all these Greeks and stuff there, so it's an interesting little exercise. As I said, it's got a lot of little things that can help. Brian's going to be playing some scenario 8 or 9, a big one at Winter Offensive, so he just wants to get familiar with the game. And I said, well, let me teach you since I don't know the rules. And he was like, perfect. No, that's not how it went.
No hurry, Chuck. No hurry. Yeah, I've actually, Brian, I'm watching the second game now. So the second game looks like it's good too. The first game's really good.
This is Grand Tactical Series from MMP. So it's Operation Mercury is what that is. So that's what game I'm playing.
Large box.
Yep, 3-inch box or 2-inch box? 3-inch box.
I still have 2 copies of
that. Yeah, so it's fun. This is a little weird one. I've not played the campaign. I've only played small scenarios here, but the campaign is interesting because it's basically 2 sets of maps, and you're playing like 2 of the sets of the major battles. There's some transfer things so you can send guys to other maps and stuff. But
hey, didn't McMurray say he has a copy of the Russian campaign?
Yes, I have a copy of the old Avalon Hill Russian campaign. I played it. I thought I played it and made videos for your channel. Or is that on Todd's?
And I'm wondering now if I need to play it so I can do a comparison. But God, I don't want to play the old one. I really don't.
To be honest with you, I would play Stalingrad. They are very similar games, but Stalingrad's a little more limited in scope, so you're not playing, 8 million turns.
Right.
Missed.
Plus, we all know you really like, the Eastern Front as you get into, 42 and 43. But if you're playing a game as a game, not trying to meticulously recreate something which involves no dice rolling or anything, then you're not going to get that result in the Russian campaign anyways. So,
yeah. Like I said, I'm only playing the 3-turn one here, Russian Front, but because I'm playing the base rules, I'm trying to figure out if I can carry the base rules out farther if I need to. And I'm trying to, the video I just posted, I'm talking about how I'm grasping these victory conditions for the Germans or for the Axis, and I think it can be done, but it is just a freaking balls to the wall for the Axis forces. You want to win it,
yeah.
And like everybody was saying on Facebook, Germans, if they don't win it in 41 or early 42, they're never going to win.
Cohesion.
Okay,
so
give us
Art Wolf is just talking about games people are playing. What or anticipated games. Does anybody have any games they're anticipating in the new year? Any new rule sets, new things? Let us know here. That's a good discussion point for nowadays.
You know what? Actually, we haven't seen in a minute, and I'm kind of surprised they didn't put one out. So usually pretty good about it. I figured that at some point in time here around the new year, M&P would be putting out, some sort of little update post of, hey, here's what we're looking at in 2024.
It'll probably happen after their Winter Offensive convention, which is in a couple weeks.
Wait, say that again.
That's
Andrew?
fair. Also, it just occurred to me that there hasn't really been a business day since the new year, but yeah.
Say that again. What would you just say?
Who, me?
Andrew, the Heat. What haven't we seen in a minute?
Here's what's coming from MMP. Like, here's our printing schedule for the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we'll see those in the next couple of weeks, probably from a couple different companies. But
I don't have my finger on any particular game. Like, I heard Artie talking about AGN and AGS, that they'll probably pop this year. And while, yes, I do, I still have those on pre-order. I'm not like super pumped because the system, even though those are newer games, the system is still pretty much the same. So other with a slight few bumps.
And what are those? AGN, AGS?
Yeah, the big ones from GMT, the East Front series.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's Army Group North, Army Group South. Okay.
Yeah. So North will probably pop here quicker than South. So, and then of course, GBACW, I really want to see Stigler's thing get released. I know that the Wilderness is not going to happen for a while. 3 Days of Gettysburg is pretty much done. It would be nice to see that one. And I think outside of that, the only thing to look forward to, okay, so I want to say that isn't MMP going to pop the line about a Wilderness this year?
oh, I have no idea. I haven't heard a thing about that.
Oh yeah. Because everybody's talking about they're going to pop theirs before GBACW pops theirs, which is true. I know how that I know why that's going to happen, but I mean, will I play that? No, but I probably buy it.
Okay. Huh.
So what's the bit? Okay, so all you people in chat, what's the biggest game you think that's supposed to be dropped this year?
Yeah, for you, what do you want to see? Yeah, Brian, that's mine.
I feel like a real dickhead now, to be honest with you, because like last year I was getting ready for a few games that I was really anticipating, and now I got nothing. I'm just sitting here listless, I guess.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm the same way. I really don't have anything that, my finger's just itching to get its hands on.
Well, yeah, like I said, last year I don't even know if I have anything on pre-order right now. I don't believe I do.
You still got one.
Yeah, you still have one.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, but that's a carryover from last year. I don't know if that counts. Fuck, I need to email.
Everybody, let's everybody. Can everybody, someone volunteer to call MMP for McMurray?
Bro, McMurray has tried calling MMP. MMP, can somebody try and reach out to MMP and have them answer their phone during their posted business hours? Because you can call MMP. MMP ain't going to answer.
Okay, well, email them then.
Yeah,
I think that's what I meant to say. Email them, because emailing works good for them.
That's fair. I'm just used to companies where if you call, then you get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I prefer to have something not bouncing back and forth. But at the same time, yeah, I feel like bouncing back and forth is about the only answer I've got because, calling is not working.
Steve, I'm wondering with the rate that because, Herman's so cool letting other people develop battles using blind swords. I'm wondering at the rate these people are going, how many years from now will it be? Oh, damn, there's no more in the Civil War. I mean,
we're not going to run out of Civil War battles
for blind sword. Chuck, 3-year assault games, cool. Nord. Let's see, Brian Jarvis not a Napoleonic player except for the forthcoming winner's victory. Yeah, and of course I'm waiting for lock and load. I mean, I still got the demo copy, but I want that. Don't want that to play. What else we got here? Yeah, Joey, I agree. Yeah, Joey, even I'm the same way. I've split my my monster game table down now to where I can only play a 2-mapper. So and I know Todd's gone that way. I've gone that way. McMurray, he's pretty simple when it comes to that, playing small footprint type games.
Oh, I thought you were calling me simple. I was like, dude, come on.
No, dude, you're a cop with a gun. Rolo, good evening, brother. Peter, new ASL stuff from MMP. Yeah, I had to threaten Todd last night to not send any more of those advertisements.
Last night you were threatening Todd 20 minutes ago.
Shh, don't tell nobody. Camp, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I already got that abuse from McMurray. Yeah, it's funny too because, like I say, I can step out my front door here, and there were probably 20 skirmishes fought within 200 yards of this apartment.
I am not Nordic.
All right, Todd, give us a brief here. What's the scenario? What's the conditions? What's the victory condition?
Oh wait, what?
On the scenario you're playing.
Yeah,
No,
give
no.
us the straight poop, as they say.
Look at Steve's comment here. Do you know that?
Hey, blind swords.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, no
pretty
doubt.
cool.
It's a good system to do it with.
I really hope that excites me. I'm not going to lie to you. But I hope they do, like, peninsular stuff. I understand that, Napoleon's campaigns on the continent against the Russians and everybody else is real interesting stuff. I just don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I don't know how to say it, man. Like, it's cool. That is awesome. I'm happy. I'm sure it will sell quite good or quite well, and lots of people love it quite a bit. You couldn't catch me caring about it, unfortunately. Like, it's a great big battle that takes place in a place with a real hard to pronounce name, commanded by 2 dudes who have real hard to pronounce names. It's a bunch of dudes. They line up, sometimes cavalry charges, sometimes big guns fire, and then Napoleon wins and makes the other people puppets. I don't know. Maybe I was around as a younger man a whole bunch of, yes, Nord, for the most part there are a lot of Revolution games, ACW games that are blind sword. They're not all Revolution, and not all of Revolution games, ACW games are blind sword, I don't think. But yes, that is the same system.
Now, there must be 12 of them out there now.
Yeah, I was going to say there's already non-ACW blind swords, isn't there?
Yeah.
Franco-Prussian blind swords, Jeff.
At any cost Metz.
Mm-hmm.
Been around for a while.
That was one of the first ones, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember there being a blind sword before that. I mean, a Civil War one, anyhow. Hasn't he done one other one?
I think there's at least 2 that are not ACW.
Yeah. And then, the War with Mexico, that can probably be. What can you not do with that system? I mean,
that's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm saying. Jeff, we need to develop. We need to develop a blind swords game for something that's absolutely ridiculous, and see if Mr. Lutman will be nice enough to publish it. Like, we need to do a battle of the Sugar Bloods blind sword somehow.
Sugar Bloods.
Let's see. Sorry.
Yes, Nord, I do too. Snafus may axes win if they hold control of rhythm on port. +2 airfield hexes at the end of any turn. Allies win if they eliminate 13 axis steps.
Under the Southern Cross being the South Pacific, is that the South Pacific Flying Colors expansion, Nord?
Right.
They came out maybe within this last year.
Go float your boat.
I'm saying I think that's what Under Southern Cross is. That looked really interesting to play. I'm a big fan of the Hornblower series, right? And it would be cool to play Hornblower where he's going up and down the west coast of South America and Chile fighting, El Supremos guys. Yeah, okay, there you go. That'd be really cool. But other than that, there's not a whole lot that I was getting after. So it's kind of one of those, okay, maybe I would make my own counter for that. And then, you could obviously use some sort of British ship counter for Hornblower's ship. I don't remember what he was commanding at the time, but yeah. That's pretty awesome, Nord. Oh, that's fair. That would be cool. River battles. I've had a lot of fun, as you guys all know, playing Flying Colors, and Todd at one point in time, Mr. WarDRobe, the host himself, was nice enough to give me like the Ultra Supreme 3rd edition upgrade kit sort of thing for Christmas a few years back, actually, which was very shocking and surprising, and I had to do very nice things in return as a
I
Christmas
bought
gift.
one for a butt nugget.
What?
I bought a copy of one of those games for some butt nugget.
Accurate, and I bought the other copy of Serpent of the Seas, and I'm very, very happy that I did. It looks very cool. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but I've played the traditional Flying Colors style side of Serpent of the Seas, but I have not played the little like ship duel, like battle royale circle thing. The little one-on-one frigate duel kind of attachment or whatever you want to call it that they've added to that. Well, there's something. I told you guys a couple weeks ago. Sorry, we're talking about, I'm back on the things to do in 2024. I got that American expansion or separate thing.
What was the go on this?
Yeah, here. Holler at Nord real quick is how would you rate Warsaw 1920?
Nothing wrong with it. Different, unique. It was fun to play, but I won't play it again. Not my kind of game to play again.
There you go.
Now, somebody that likes that, yeah, definitely, it's a replayer for others.
Outstanding. Yeah, that's what I figured, Peter. That looks cool. Again, most of my smaller vessels that I want to play, I feel like I've got in Serpents of the Seas. But yeah, no, I told you guys a couple weeks ago, I picked up that American kind of sequel, I guess, to the DVG War of the Worlds game. Going to be playing that. And then also I have Bill Molyneux's Horns of the Buffalo that uses, for the most part, the same sort of system as his, Bloody Mohawk and those games, which I look forward to playing, and I need to sit down. That's the kind of game I can sit down and you can crank through. I think there's 12 scenarios. You could probably crank through all 12 of them in a day if you really pushed, and that would be pretty cool. I was sitting here looking at my shelves, and I want to play Storm Over Jerusalem again because that game was pretty awesome. At some point in time, hopefully in the not-so-distant future, the WarDRobe and I think, are going to try and play Storm Over Stalingrad out in the Taj garage while it's still real, real cold out. Again, to get a bit of that feeling. I would play that solo, except for I do not have a table that's 5.5 feet long that's inside. So there's that.
Gotta have the gloves on.
No gloves this time.
So Todd has to have the gloves on. Stalingrad.
Maybe so, but neither of us are going to eat like anything for like the week prior. Both of us were just going to eat like some like weak soup and like bread crusts. Right. And then to get us ready for the battle,
right,
Todd's going to drink half a bottle of vodka and I'm going to eat some Pervitin. And then we're going to play.
Yeah. You don't need to. You're already like you're on it anyhow.
Well, maybe. But I don't know. Todd, what do you think? Oh!
So there's
Todd
Brian giving us this. I'm just moving on. Brian's giving us the rundown of the scenario here. Appreciate him doing that.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate
Outstanding. I was going to say that. Okay, so there's something we had talked about. I played, I don't know, I would assume that was probably on Jeff's channel. I played Nine Navies War, which is not an old decision games, but like an older decision games title that's based on the war at sea mechanics. That's like a weird fictional World War I where it's 1916, but France fell, so the French Navy is split between the Entente and the Allied powers. It's a little weird. Somebody's making the Kaiser's Navy or something, some such this year. that's a more historically based World War One system, which will be pretty awesome. Sorry, again, I'm looking at my shelf here. I think so. I have you guys watching me play Battle for St. Louis from the Historical Game Company. That's a local guy. Something tells me I will certainly be playing more of his games. As you guys know, I like supporting little fellas. I'm sure I'll be playing more Blind Swords at some point in time. Hopefully, I can get Todd to help me out, or we'll get Jeff out here, and I'll get through bigger chunks of the Most Fearful Sacrifice.
That'd be cool. It'd be fun to try that one.
See, I was not able to play a Most Fearful Sacrifice, the scenario they ran at that Big Muddy Day. I need to get whoever that was to put it on again so that I can get kind of a jump start into the system. Because otherwise, I'm afraid I'm going to mix up too much Blind Swords and that if it's very similar. You know what I mean?
I don't think so, because the cards will guide you, and I got a feeling that after you play like 2 or 3 turns, you're going to be flying through that game.
Well, that's fair.
Stop it, Joey. Stop it. What's the new ASL, Todd, that you were trying to get me to?
Nope.
Twilight of the Reich.
The big
It's 2 counter sheets with Volksgrenadier, SS, some American guys. I don't know, some other minor Chinese. I mean, there's a bunch of little counters, kind of late war stuff.
Did you say Chinese?
Yeah, for their just for in China, or it could be a part of their Forgotten War stuff. I don't know. I don't know what it was for. There are a bunch of other nationalities, but it's got a ton of scenarios, 40 some overlays, which is just bonkers. And how many like geomorphic boards or something, 4 or something like that? Really heavy urban stuff is really the point of it. Yep. I don't know. I'm still debating. It's kind of a core module though, so you might start seeing scenarios designed with with them on there. I don't really want to pay to have this guy move next to this guy, but I'm gonna do it.
Are the blue Fallschirmjägers and the brown are the Germans, or British?
Yeah, it's Fallschirmjäger, these guys here.
Seems like there's a small number of them.
Oh yeah. These are just like small Greek units.
Oh.
Not all one-step units here. We're not talking about full size. These are brigades that are activating. It's not even a division. So, because since it's such a small part of the scenario, and I should be using a smaller map. Brian made me aware of that earlier. Yeah, I'm going to do my best, Brian, to teach you some stuff. But you can see my comments. People are, I guess as long as I know it a little better than you, it'll be all right, right?
Isn't that the way it's supposed to work?
So. Mm-hmm.
It's a new year. Did anybody play anything today?
I did.
Yeah, what did you play today? You were working. No, you slept today.
What are you talking about,
Andrew?
Oh,
What did you play today, Todd?
this.
So you mean you were home all day and you didn't get me on and we could chit chat?
No, I was busy putting up another ceiling fan. It took me 4 hours to do that.
Another ceiling fan, huh?
Yep. You got 2 of them.
Right.
And if I can, we use the one from our bedroom in here. It'll be more light, but I got to find a replacement part. So it's sitting down here, all disassembled in the floor.
Joey wants to know what you're putting all the spacers on those markers for.
So I remember who I activated, because I'll forget immediately and move them twice. Kind of a pain in the butt to take them off, but now I can stop because I'm done. And that is it. So now I get to take them off. And I just like to show them because they're so pretty, the little dividers. I'll tell you what is a nice thing to have. I'm going to try to think of a way to mark this. And I may just mark it because you're allowed a certain number of activations, like independents you can activate.
All right.
and there's not a marker for that. So when you have like 3 or 4 commanders under your command, it's nice to be able to mark like, okay, here's who I activated. You might move your commander and you'll forget like, wait, who was he activated? So
Right. I napped 2, Peter. I took 3 of them today, as a matter of fact.
well, you get anything done, you nap so often.
Yeah, but my naps are those 15, 30-minute power naps.
So Brian and I are just gonna both have it set up physically like this, and then we'll just kind of play both sides so he can kind of experience. He doesn't know what side he's gonna play yet, so he can kind of experience what it is like to.
And when y'all doing this?
Couple days. Probably won't stream that one though.
I have this. This is one of the only GTS games I have. I have 3 of them. So. Oh.
Got this little boy way over here.
What do you like better? A most fearful sound? Oh, 3 Days of Gettysburg. GBACW is the best game system ever created. Nord.
He's just angry because he was unintelligent and gave away his copy of A Most Fearful Sacrifice. Nord, don't listen to him. And he likes TSS best.
Hey Brian, these allies are supposed to be in improved positions. They start the game in them. Not the Greeks, but all the New Zealand boys.
The Greeks, the people who have been there for thousands of years, haven't decided to make prepared positions?
No. It's a lot of these guys are people that were shipped over from Greece. So a lot of them weren't really ready to go.
That's fair.
Let's see here. He's going to go in column.
Nord, this goofy dude is talking about buying 2 copies of the new 3 Dog just because.
Oh, you pre-ordered 2 dogs
Exactly.
for $63? Hell yeah!
That being said, he refuses to accept shipment of my GBACW Baton Rouge game.
Because I already have that one. It's the dumbest one of the whole bunch. I tell you what I don't have, I just realized. At least I don't think I have it. So there was a dual one with Nathan Bedford Forrest that they were supposed to be in an S&T magazine, but there was only one of them in it, and I can't remember what the other one was.
What was it? Nathan Bedford Forrest versus Freedom?
No, it was Bryce's Crossroads was one of the battles, and there was another one that was along with it, but I only got one of them.
Just forced march to guy. Got to go. Yeah, and Brian, they're supposed to be underneath it, but I thought you had them on your map. You just put them underneath them. Well, what are we getting back there? Anyway, so I just put them underneath them so we can see them. But really, these are supposed to be underneath the IP markers so that you remember that. But anyway, so we might want to flip them so you can kind of get used to playing it that way. Whatever, bro. All right, so let's.
Why are they giving Michigan a trophy for beating Alabama? It's not even the championship yet.
I know.
That's
You won that bowl game. That's technically a different bowl game, right?
Yeah, the bowl system.
All right, so that comes off. They gather. So it's kind of cool. They got this. When they land, it's very easy. The pair drop's super easy. You put the counter on where you want to drop, and then you roll with some modifiers, like if there's AA nearby or a unit or something, land into trees or something. You can take some damage. You can take a step loss, or you can everyone gets this para marker and this para drop marker on top, and it takes an action to remove it, and it has to be your first action. It doesn't cost anything to do it, but then it can't. So everyone gets that, and it's a -2 to attacking, to assaulting, and a +2 for your defense. So you're kind of standing out there gathering, while you're gathering your stuff in those separate canisters that they drop the weapons in away from you. And then if it's really bad, it flips over to -4, -4, +4. and you have to flip it over with one action and then wait another turn and flip it over that action. So kind of a cool way to represent them dropping their
We
weapons.
bought a bunch of those, Nord. Todd and I both bought some of those from a guy on Facebook. I can't think what his name is now. Top Pop still has the link.
Yeah, he just pops up on War Gamers and on the ASL side and says, "Okay, I'm ready to make another batch," and he just makes them. So we just ordered a bunch. So and he just popped on and did that like a month ago. So he's probably be a little while before he does another batch. And I actually need to tell him. I need to send a picture. So this is a good one because see how it kind of comes together here at the end. Well, this one he bent. It didn't. So this one does not grab the bottom one. This one does, for the most part. Just watch out.
Did you get those both at the same time?
What?
Is that one where the tip comes together? Is that the second batch he made?
I only bought one batch.
Oh, you just got. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you've got counters that are, I mean, if they're badly matched or cut counters,
Yeah.
I don't care what tweezers you're using, unless they have a little soft cushion on them that you can wear a mold to what you're picking up, and then they're going to be too thick to want to use them anyhow.
Exactly.
Because most time we use tweezers for the games where counters are real close together. Not all of us have Coke smooth fingernails that we can use.
So I rolled a 3, so it's a 5. I rolled a 2, and the defense is going to be -1. So it's a 2. I got it. So they hit him with a mortar. It's a green, unarmored, 2 suppression. I do have points, so I will not take that from you, sir. What is there? Yeah, they have a low thing, so he'll take a cohesion hit instead. Good try, Germans. It didn't work.
Get after it, Mandarin Mike. I'll buy your first prototype.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I've used those two Nordic. Those are good ones. I mean, like Jeff said, it depends on your counters and a bunch of other stuff. The black ones with the rubber things and the light do work pretty well. And I've even tried to bend the ends on some of them. But this guy had those. Tweezers are like dice. Like, well, I think I needed to try another pair. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny because my Walmart generic ones, the real thin tipped ones,
Yeah.
I always end up going back to using those.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever works, man. I do see some people using some really tiny ones that seem to pick up things pretty well.
I think Sawyer uses some that aren't too big.
This guy will.
Those guys that use those ones that are 4 feet long crack me up.
Yeah, I know those are probably like they're like way out here grabbing them. I'm not that still.
Near my, it'd be like trying to fucking catch a fish with me.
Okay, so he's gonna shoot these boys. Oh wait, they didn't activate. Calm down there.
Quit cheating.
I was cheating for sure. I didn't say who I was going to activate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can he actually do anything?
Mm-hmm. Take a little heat shrink wrap for wiring and put tweezers to. That's an idea. Can't. Oh, Camp, I haven't popped over there and looked. Did you go down the Stones River Road for New Year's? Tony, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up, Tony?
That's all he plays anymore, Tony. He sold everything else.
Yep, it's all they own. Well, I had to sell everything else so I could afford it. Well, Tony, I mean, it's partially your fault. You played that game with me, so. And I wanted to be like, I just want to remember Tony more. So I just think of Tony every time I play GTS and all the other fellas. What's up, fellas? I think we're trying to put together another GTS game for April, May.
Jeff, did you join the
secret guild?
Yeah, I was about to say the super secret, double ultra secret probation Toddy gaming convention people.
No, they won't take me in. Tony doesn't like me.
Who?
Tony.
Who the hell's Tony?
Tony's
board life.
He doesn't like me. I can't join.
Oh.
He is the one that voted, that vehemently said no. Not happening.
Wait a minute.
What did you play then? If you didn't play Stone 3, who'd you play? Would you play with other guys?
Whoa. Oh,
Is it?
You have to log back in, McMurray. You were feedbacking. I know. I saw that, Tony. I was glad to see that on that video you did. Oh, Jeff, you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I don't know if McMurray can hear me now. I had to mute him.
No.
All right, how's that? Is that better? Okay, good.
Yeah. I have not painted Forged in Battle, nor no, I have not. I have not painted their 15s. They look nice though.
Oh, Forged in Battle. I have painted some of those. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Wait, I think my French were from Forged in Battle.
I believe that's what you said. That or were they Forged in Battle or Peter Pig? I think they were probably Forged in Battle.
They were Forged in Battle.
They look. I was about to say they look more that style than Peter Pig.
Oh, dang it. Dang it. Okay.
Yeah, I might consider driving out St. Louis if they let me join the club.
Join the club. All right, do I want to attack this? Yeah, let's do it.
I'm about to say, Toddy, you gotta let me know who said no. Jeffy can't come to St. Louis, and then
I'm not white collar enough for them.
Oh, jeez.
They let me in there, Jeff.
That was on a temp pass, though, dude.
Yeah, not for long. I feel like that was probably community service hours.
But you got a gun, so
yeah. Well, and we didn't let you play. You noticed.
Yeah, it's community service hours. It's a special, ADA grant or something.
Yep. That's you got it right. All right, let's move it. So let's spend a point. Mount up. That's all you can do.
I don't ever see myself playing my own minis game. I really don't. I do see me playing when you all are doing something, but that's probably where it's going to end for me. It's just another rabbit hole. I mean, I don't mind painting, but
Well, luckily we play miniatures games. Well, I play miniatures games fairly frequently.
I don't want to store them.
Why didn't I? Doggone it.
That's a good question, Nord. Maybe I shouldn't play with Todd anymore. Jeff, you need to start driving out to St. Louis.
Are you going to be able to get me into the secret club?
No, but Nord pointed out that we shouldn't play games with people who look down on us because of what we do.
Yeah, I saw that one too. I think Todd's already pre-ordered that one.
Which what?
The loot song.
Yeah, I did that.
I know you did. And I'm pretty sure you've already pre-ordered the squad leader. You're just not telling us.
I didn't do that one yet.
Night roll off.
Skirmisher 4's coming out at Winter Offensive 2, I think.
Yeah, so I didn't buy Skirmisher 3.
Oh, man, you don't really like ACW, I guess.
I do. And, I need to stop what I'm doing and get back into playing one of those.
I know. Let's go, man. It has to happen in 2024. By the way, everybody, we're kind of talking about it, but I'm kind of avoiding some of the stuff. But we're going to do a little year-end review, I think, on Hexy's channel, probably in a couple of weeks. We have to coordinate our schedules.
Yep.
We'll do a full. Here's what we played, what we liked, and here's what I put gaming goals out. Hexy won't put gaming goals out. I don't know about McCarthy, but
So this year in Gettysburg, they're doing lava tie. And Eric, I'm going to pop in there and try to catch up with Eric.
wait, it's not their turn. Goodness gracious. I'm all distracted. Question is this guy assault these guys? Oh boy, they are weak. They're weak sauce.
Next work.
Nah.
I'm hungry. I got to get out of this late night because I start back to work tomorrow, man. I'm not like real excited or anything to go back to work.
Yeah, you are. You're pumped.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be?
I should be in bed.
No, you shouldn't.
Nice. Oh,
Well, I can't. There's no way. I just lay there and stare at the ceiling.
so you'd rather sit there and stare at my board? My what?
I haven't seen anybody actually move yet, though.
Well,
They're all shooting at each other. I just haven't seen anybody move.
well, yeah. I mean, we're trying to shoot and get. I mean, I moved these Greeks around. I moved this stuff around here. You weren't watching at that moment.
No guts, no air medals.
Yeah, you weren't watching then. That game goes to another school.
Snyder's the hand ever said. I can't do our pretzels. I already got enough busted teeth.
Oh, Doug. Oh my gosh. I am really messing this up. I was spending British command points on it. I promise I won't do this during our game there, Brian. I'll be more focused. I won't be streaming. Let's see here. So he can fire on him, but he's not going to be able to assault. He wouldn't have been able to fire. No, he didn't. Yeah, he hadn't done anything. So nothing's happened. All right, so he'll fire. Oh man, should I just assault him? That'd be kind of silly, wouldn't it? It'd be a silly pickle thing to do. You can't. Oh, he can see him. Oh, yikes! So you get that fire zone there. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So 3. You're gonna have to assault him sometime. Well, let's try firing. Here we go. Fire. 5. So he's going for a. You got that. So he's shooting for a 7. Ooh, a 4. And a pink 4. But it's not that. It's going to be. Oh man, that was like a easy shot. I really should assault those guys. Oh well. 4 pink. Cohesion hit. Ooh, a second cohesion hit. Oh. One more and they're done. I just shoot them away. Yeah, see, people, why wouldn't you want to play this game? It's exciting. All right, what's that? So, yeah. Excited. Got 32 books finished in the year last year. That's cool. I'll talk about that, I guess, on the other. I won't talk about that on your channel. Hexy, I'll talk about that on mine.
Aren't we on your channel right now, bud?
Yeah, but I'm going to do a little summary thing. After we do Hexy show, I'll do a summary. Anyway, I read like 32 books last year. That's cool. That was nice. That was a new goal I achieved.
What was your target number there?
12.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that last year, and then you killed your first one in like a little over a week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think 13,000 pages
Of rules?
How long was that?
I mean,
Like how many hours does that equate to?
that's a good question. I don't know.
I'm honestly not trying to be a dick. I'm just curious. Because I'm not.
Well, the last one I just read, Snow and Steel by Peter Caddick Adams, comes in at like 820 pages, and it was 20 hours.
Okay.
Maybe more like 16 hours or something.
Because I've tried figuring that out. Because most of the audiobooks that I listen to are they're not necessarily books that have a set number of pages in terms of it's stuff like you can get 4 different versions of War of the Worlds and have 4 different page lengths, right? Like I tend to listen to books like that, and then I'll read nonfiction. I think the only real nonfiction that I've listened to the whole way through is a couple of Anthony Beaver books, and that's about it.
Oh, you didn't like him?
He's not the best, but he's not the worst.
Yeah,
I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the ultra narrative style of nonfiction writing,
Right.
which is what he does. Like there's sometimes when that's about all you've got, right?
Sure.
So like Stephen Dando Collins writes a lot about kind of the timelines or histories or narratives or whatever of various individual Roman legions, right? The issue is you can't articulate, okay, at this engagement, here is the commander of the 10th Legion or the 5th Macedonica. Here is how many men it had on strength. Here's the number of, donkeys and scorpion that it had. And here's where they were in the line. They went up against this particular subset of a Gallic tribe led by this guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can get into all that in World War II without nearly as much issue as opposed to stuff like, if you're writing about the various battles of the 13th Legion that happened over, 250 years, 400 years in some cases, that's hard. But when you're looking at, Stalingrad, you can get rather more into the weeds / you can get a lot more crunch into that than just, oh, it was a cold morning when, Lance Corporal such and such of this regiment or of this company, of this battalion, of this regiment, of this division of the 6th Army woke up in a basement in Stalingrad. Like, yeah, we know it was fucking cold in Stalingrad. We know that the Germans didn't have much to eat. Like, you don't need to elaborate on that for a few pages before you get into something, that we actually want to read about. But anyways, so no, his narrative of writing is not my favorite. It's not too bad. He doesn't get into like ultra fanboying like you can see with like David Glantz and Shelby Foote, which I appreciate. I know you're going to argue with me about Shelby Foote. Sorry, Jeff.
No. He's not. I don't like dislike Shelby Foote, but he's not one of my preppers.
Yeah, he's certainly not. As historians go, he's, I feel like, certainly closer to a Howard Zinn type figure than he would like to be, compared to probably.
I would rather read Fonz or David Martin or even Douglas Alpha Freeman.
I would agree. The more I read of, it's Harry Fonz, right?
Yeah. Just don't read a second day book about Colts Hill. It's terrible, apparently.
Yes, I know. But the more I read of his, I enjoy it. I did really, really enjoy. What is this? Bruce Catton. Some of his ACW stuff is not bad. And then I got this book. You're one I picked up and I showed you, The Attack and Defense of Little Round Top.
Right.
It is purely focused on the Round Tops, and what's that by? Let's see here, Oliver Wilcox Norton. And it looks like it was originally. Oh wow. Okay, so yes, who was a private there in the 83rd Pennsylvania, and then wrote and compiled this book after that.
Speaking of Little Round Top, one of the changes they're making is, I don't like it, but I get why they're doing it. They're actually putting a lower side path that I think is wide enough for a vehicle, but I don't know if it's going to be meant for a vehicle, going up to the 20th main location off of the backside of Little Round Top. And I wish they wouldn't do it because it takes away, I think, from the wilderness appearance that place actually has.
That's fair. So, I mean, here's a question for you: Is I have been to Gettysburg. As a kid, I did not see as much of it as I would like to have seen now. So, I guess the question is, when you're on like Little Round Top, is it because you see videos, and I understand that it would be ridiculously hard to clear that entire hillside every year. But you see videos, and it doesn't seem to be necessarily as clear as historical accounts would make it seem, right? I know that it wasn't deforested, but I also know that the reason Little Round Top was occupied as opposed to Big Round Top was that Little Round Top was cleared to the point where it was defensible and you could see off of it.
Yeah, it is, and it was years ago they started doing. So I remember I went up there right after they finished the process around the triangular field and rosewoods and all that stuff. They literally cut down the trees to make them appear like they did in 1863. And yes, you can see from Devil's Den to the top of Little Round Top, there's nothing in your way other than rocks and bushes and shrubs, which were probably all stomped down anyhow. But the coolest area is to the little stony hillside of Little Round Top.
Yes,
That's
audio.
pretty awesome.
It's audio, Brian.
Doing, yeah.
It's almost exclusively audiobooks, Brian, isn't it, Toddy?
Oh yeah. So I do, and yes, graphic novels count because I like those. McMurray doesn't think he thinks they're comic paper books for little babies, but I like
Your picture books.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with picture books.
I
read a lot of picture books.
This is unacceptable that this guy's commenting. I need to get him on here, buddy. You should be doing a kickoff show, man. Where's your kickoff? Minnie's doing a little painting challenge.
I do. Yes, I do. But only when they come to visit me.
Yeah, that was cool. Bernard Cornwell. Sorry.
I don't know. I'm not like I say, the last book that I read was all 3 volumes of Lee's Lieutenants. I haven't read anything since, and that's been
I was about to say that as a joke, and then you said it before I could jump in.
I haven't read anything since.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if that's the re-edition, but I saw where I guess the guy that's in charge of the park up there, I can't remember his name is right now, but he did a walkthrough with Addressing Gettysburg, and they were showing off, and I just can't remember. It was the path they were doing was going up to. So if you walked off of the backside of Little Round Top on the trail that goes from where the parking area was on top of Little Round Top back to where the 20 main monument is, there's somewhere out past that. There's I want to say it's like Crush and Run they're putting down there. But it's about as wide as a car.
By the backside of Little Round Top, do you mean back towards like the 12th Corps Assembly area back there?
No, not that far back. Just the backside of Little Round Top where the 20th Main's apex would have been.
Okay, so down towards Big Round Top.
Yeah. I mean, it faces that way. But that's a pretty good hop, skip, and a jump across the Big Round Top.
Oh, no, I got you. I don't mean it's on Big Round Top. I mean, it's that direction.
Mm-hmm. It's in that swale, that saddle there.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know, just when I'm standing there, it is cool to stand there if you've ever been there, just to see that tree-covered, nasty slope going down off of their position on both sides. And just if they were to put, I mean, if they put a path there, I guess that's okay, so that people can get there. But I don't understand what the problem was walking to it from off of the parking lot of Little Round Top. It wasn't but about 50 yards to walk back there on a nice cement path.
This summer, Todd and I are going to visit Jeff, and we're going to recreate the force march that Longstreet's division did on day 2.
Yeah.
To get all the way around.
And backtrack and do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
And instead of breath mints, Jeff's just going to continuously eat baby aspirin. And Todd and I are going to hike with an AED. We got you, Jeffy.
Could you just Get me in a push buggy. Yeah, well, I mean, if there was one place that I thought they should have widened the parking ability was right there on the reverse side of Cemetery Ridge where Pickett's Charge area ends right there near the high water mark.
I'm not gonna lie, I really just wanted to go off of what Joey said, to credit that to Porter Alexander in a joke, and then I didn't. I'm sorry. I mean, they probably cut down the trees, Joey, I would assume. I don't know. Or at least they're probably new trees.
Well, I mean, okay, so I was up there last year.
Was the copse of trees still there?
Oh yeah, no, that'll never go away. That'll never go. And you can see that from the Virginia Monument. You can see it. There's like 3 points that you can see, but you can definitely tell which one's the little copse. You can see the tree at the angle too. That's there for a reason. What is missing, from what I understand, that's not there, like the Evergreen Cemetery, where the cemetery is on Cemetery Hill.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be a heavily wooded little piece, from what I understand.
On Cemetery Hill?
Yeah, around the cemetery that I guess, somewhat got removed.
Yeah.
It's a mile from the Virginia Monument over to the angle.
No. He means Longstreet's Long Walk.
Oh my God. And they double back. Oh, that would kill me.
It's a ways.
Driving it would kill me.
Alternatively, we could always do, again, Dan the Man's Walk to get there, and then be just as awesome as Dan the Man and just kind of like hang out in the peach orchard in the wheat field and be like, yeah, suck it, and then beat up anybody who comes at us. You want to do that, Jeffy?
What's that?
Did you just like completely tone out when I
I was reading something.
said Dan the Man? Oh, well, that makes sense. I know you're not the best.
Dan the Man moved to the front?
Yeah, and then we could just hang out in the wheat field in the peach orchard and beat up anybody who comes at us, man.
So like me, you, and Todd could go out there, and we could have Todd. He could stand like he was the Second Corps, and you and I could be the 2 divisions of the Third Corps, and we'll just move forward and not tell Todd anything.
Yeah, then Todd will still kick the shit out of us and prevent us getting where we need to go.
Welcome, Brian. I'll talk to you in a couple of days. Thanks for dropping. Nancy's here. Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Yes.
And someone mentioned it, but yeah, this is great. Another World War II game with some ACW talk.
Yeah, man. You're playing, they're watching, we're cheering.
Oh yeah, it's all perfect. So
Joey, I agree. It has been. It has. But I never saw. I mean, Cemetery Ridge, until you get down to about where Wilcox Brigade from Anderson's division, about the point where they crossed the ridge on the second day, it was pretty bald down to there anyhow. So I mean, you got to admit, when you go to Gettysburg, the second day's fight over by the Round Top and Devil's Den, that's the most popular. I always see the biggest groups on non-battle days. The biggest groups always seem to be in that area or by the Virginia Monument.
Hey, Todd, can you let Brian in? Apparently he was waiting, and we missed him.
He's not in the lobby. Or the green room.
What the hell's the green room?
It's probably in mine.
Okay, well.
No, mine's just broadcasting.
I took one strip of the airfield of the 2, Joey.
Nice.
But yeah, the Germans. I feel like it'll be good when I teach Brian this. I feel like I'm kind of skipping over some stuff. I'm doing something wrong here, but the Germans are struggling to get in here, but not yet. And this is all they get. This is all the Germans get. So you got to be efficient and get it done. Plus, I got to take that. Whoops, can't see it. Take that. I got to work through these guys here. We got good, decent morale, but it's direct command shit right now. I started a new turn. The Germans and British both, or Commonwealth, bought their formation activation. One German one for this turn, and one for the next turn. And the British bought 2, or the Commonwealth bought 2 for next time. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Been a close shot. I think Eric's probably still going to be playing Napoleonics for another hour. So it usually goes at least 2 hours, I think, every night. And McMurray, thanks for popping on. Hexy, thank you. Appreciate it. Always good to have you there reading the comments, talking ACW, since I can't talk ACW.
Sorry.
We promise. No, it's all good. Thanks, Mini Warmat. Happy New Year to you too, bro. And thank you all for jumping on. A nice crowd of 13 people off and on. So that's cool. Thank you very much. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Like I said, a couple of weeks we'll be on Hexy's channel talking about what we did last year and what we look forward to doing this year.
I'll put it out ahead of time so everybody knows.
Yep. Hexy will give us all a couple week heads up. He's just waiting for McMurray and me to tell him when we can do it. And what else? Check out Mini Warmutt's channel. He's doing a nice painting challenge. He's got like 30-some people in that, so that's pretty awesome. And then all the other people on your rep channels, check them out. Enjoy the cons, all that, blah, blah, blah. And thank you all. We'll see you next time.
See you, Paulie.